A lot of people think I'm confident, but I'm actually just loud. Yeah. When it comes to believing in myself, I'm an atheist. Woo!
Oh, you want to know what pisses me off more than anything in the entire world? When people say women aren't funny. Because not only is that incredibly rude, it could not be more wrong. Women do and say hilarious things all the time. For example, a woman will say something like, I want to be treated better, and I want to be treated the way I deserve to be treated, and I want to be with someone who respects me for me, and then go out drinking on a Saturday night with their friends and texting their ex-boyfriend who ghosted them, that they miss them. How is that not hilarious?
Oh my God, look at that face.
Shut up now.
So just the attitude.
Yeah, she's not that cute either.
Oh, he thinks I'm cute. He can't admit it. Cute.
Nah, you're not ugly, but you're not cute either, though.
You know I'm cute. You know I'm cute. Let me get it together.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
I learned a lot about women. I think I learned exactly how the fall of man occurred in the Garden of Eden. Adam and Eve were in the Garden of Eden, and Adam said one day, wow, Eve, here we are at one with nature, at one with God. We'll never age, we'll never die. And all our dreams come true the instant that we have them. And Eve said, yeah, it's just not enough, is it?
It's funny. It's classic. And that's the thing about comedy that women really don't understand, and why their modern female pick ran towards the finish line only to fall flat on her face. If you really look at the core of why this campaign didn't work out, it's because the feminists threw one of the worst parties in the history of politics. They twerked, they danced horribly, and then they called up modern women and simp celebrities crying about how the world was about to plunge into chaos. And that's just the icing on the cake of terrible ideas they had for the Western future. On the other end, the masculine message had serious moments, when it was appropriate, and they also managed to make one banger of a joke after another. And it was just another great example of how, when you go woke, the funny gets sucked out of the room, and everything just sounds like the speaker needs to be sent to a psych ward.
Hey, Remy.
Hi.
How?
Exhibit B.
This morning feeling spicy. You guys feel spicy? Because I do. All right. I don't know how to use this thing. Let's see what happens. Is this cutting off hair? I'm going to have to cut it shorter than that. That's it down, right? I think that this is too... it's getting hair. Let's see here. Maybe I got to cut it. Here we go. Have I given up on America? Yeah. I've also given up on coloring this hair because, right? Fuck coloring my hair. Fuck having my hair be long and luxurious. Fuck all that shit. Fuck being skinny. Fuck being hot. Fuck being all the things that the patriarchy wants us to be. Because clearly, they don't give a shit about us. And I'm talking to you too. Those of you ladies who have the internalized misogyny required to do what you did. The minorities who are so scared of a woman in power that you'd rather cozy up to the white man just in case some crumbs fall off his plate so that you may eat from them. Yes, scraps. I don't know how to work this thing, but I'm on my way. I'm gonna figure it out. Let's just do some cutting. You know why? Because this is taking too long. Here we go. Short hair we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're cutting it off because fuck you. That's why. You think I'm crazy? Me too. Crazy. Just like all the women before me who were crazy. So fucking crazy. You know what? It's been a day. It's been a year. It's been 9 years, 8 years, whatever it may be. Around this time, 8 years ago, it's one of the worst times of my life. That's when my life fell apart. Not because of this. Don't get too excited. I'm just talking about regular life stuff I talk about on here. But trust me, I understand. I have heard the message loud and clear. We all have. Now women are going to have to just refuse to participate. Sorry, if you're a man, I will not be responding to you. If you are a man, I will not be talking to you.
Wow, thank you, I guess? Alright, cutting to the point. This victory has really shown how crazy these people have become. They try to be fun and outgoing, and they try to make the argument that modern femininity is a joy, but actual dudes really just saw all of this beneath every smile and cackle.
Babe, is something wrong? I'm fine. Are you sure?
I said I'm fine.
Okay. Just making sure.
You know, I just find it funny.
Now, this channel is all about helping men wake up about the modern dating landscape and helping men improve themselves. That's why I'm excited to have Tej Hanley as the sponsor of today's video. They've helped me start and maintain my skincare routine by making the entire process uncomplicated. Seriously, I still don't think some of you believe me when I tell you how much implementing a quality skincare routine will improve your confidence in all aspects of your life. I recommend you start with their Level 1 system, which comes with all the basics: a daily face wash, an exfoliating scrub, an AM moisturizer with SPF 20, and a PM moisturizer. They provide this instruction card in every box that tells you when to use each product, how much to use, and in what order. Even the lunatic women on this channel could figure it out. I've been using this brand for about 4 months and it seriously works. But you don't have to take my word for it, because they have over 7,000 5-star reviews from customers around the globe. In addition to amazing skin, members of Tej Hanley get tons of benefits, including at least 20% off the retail price, access to exclusive monthly deals, pause or cancel at any time, and free US shipping. And because Tej Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my viewers a great deal. Just click the link in the description and you'll get your first box 40% off, plus a free gift. Don't miss out on this amazing deal. By the way, both gifts you're choosing from are of $20 value and complete game changers: a silicone body scrubber or a nail and face grooming kit. Personally, I prefer the silicone body scrubber because it's better than a washcloth, because washcloths are really abrasive and the silicone body scrubber can just gently exfoliate your pores. It also fits perfectly in the hand when you're scrubbing. I have one hanging in my shower, but you could choose whichever you want. So don't wait any longer. Click the first link in the description to start your skincare journey today. Whether you like the elect or not, every sane person can at least admit that the dude is a damn riot. It's like he's been doing stand-up all of his life. And why? Because men actually know how to be funny, either by natural ability or a good amount of work, both of which aren't in the feminist arsenal. And now that the West seems to be fed up, they're going after the East with stories online like, "Can men in China take a joke? Women doing stand-up have their doubts."
Oh boy.
On the list of topics best avoided by China's comedians, some are obvious: politics, the Chinese military. Now add men's fragile egos.
Bitch.
That, at least, was the message sent this month, when a major e-commerce platform abruptly ended a partnership with China's most prominent female stand-up comic. The company was caving to pressure from men on social media who described the comedian Yang Li as a man-hating witch.
Then that's funny. That's funny.
Speaking up for women's rights is increasingly sensitive in China, and the stand-up stage is the latest battleground. Growing numbers of women like Miss Yang are speaking out about and laughing at the injustices they face. On 2 hugely popular stand-up shows this fall, women were among the breakout stars thanks to punchlines about the difficulty of finding a good partner or men's fear of talking about menstruation.
Hilarious.
But a backlash has emerged as men balk at being the butt of the joke. They have attacked the comics on social media. The women's new visibility can also be easily erased. Not long after the e-commerce company, JD.com, dropped Miss Yang, it deleted its posts on its official social media account referring to other female comedians. Alright, a few things to clear up before I sound like Winnie the Pooh. Is censorship a good thing? No, it silences people and prevents proper discourse that leads to better decision making. Am I calling for the forceful removal of female comics? No, I don't really care. I don't watch them. Now that that's out of the way, all of the things that this writer for the New York Times, Vivian Wang, pointed out, well, the guys are right about this. It's just not that funny. See, you ladies think that stand-up comedy is a speech, that it should be an hour-long monologue about periods and riding the carousel. But that's just not really comedy, is it? That's activism, and those are 2 insanely different things. For the most part, guys don't preach about that kind of thing unless it has a punchline. And when they do, it's usually because it's the best way to explain the #MeToo accusations or the feminist attempt to cancel them. And then right after they go back to the jokes, because that's what people are there to see. That's really the problem with your argument so far. It's not comedy. It's a protest.
So deep into your eyes, I can read your thoughts. So shut the fuck up, I mean, please don't talk.
No, I'm talking about women.
If you've lost faith in humanity, clap your hands. If you've lost faith in humanity, and this is your villain origin story, if you've lost faith in humanity, clap your hands.
Taking oneself too seriously makes you the butt of the joke, not the creator of jokes. Also, so many of these women are trying to say this is the start of the quote villain arc. Sweetheart, you've been the villain. That's why you lost. In order for something to be a joke, it has to be 50% belief at most. People laugh at what comics say usually because you can tell in their heart they don't fully believe in the crazy things they say. That's why the new president-elect reached most of America. While feminists were flipping out about every word that was uttered, normal rational citizens took it for what it was: comedy. The battle over women's jokes reflects the broader paradox of feminism in China. On the one hand, feminist rhetoric is more widespread than ever before, with once niche discussions of gender inequality now aired openly. But the forces trying to suppress that rhetoric are also growing, encouraged by a government that has led its own crusade against feminist activism and pushed women toward traditional roles.
Good for them.
On guancha.cn, a nationalistic commentary site, an editorial declared, "The fewer divisive symbols like Yang Li, the better." Even when the JD.com controversy erupted, Miss Yang, 32, had addressed the perils of poking fun at men. On one of the recent shows, she said young female comics had asked her whether they should make certain jokes.
That's a lie.
I didn't have an answer, Miss Yang said. If I told them to do it, I'd worry what would happen to them afterward. If I told them not to, I'd worry about how good their performances would be. Miss Yang, who declined an interview through a representative, was one of the first Chinese comedians to demonstrate the possibilities for women in stand-up.
Convenient.
The daughter of pig farmers in Hebei province, Miss Yang was a former graphic designer and aspiring comedian when she shot to fame in 2020, with a routine about her dating woes. "How can men look so average and yet be so confident?" she said, a one-liner that went viral. Okay, again, that's not funny. That's a political statement with a stand-up comedy label, which appears to be peeling off for valid reasons. One of the biggest things modern women like to point out when getting pissed off about female stand-ups is that comedy is subjective, and it is, fair enough. But if I walk out on stage and say something like, "The female body counts are out of control," even that in itself isn't necessarily funny. There's no setup, there's no punchline, it doesn't remotely match the description of what humor is. It's just an objectively true statement. Now, if I were to say something like, "Have you heard about the Uyghurs disappearing for no discernible reason? Looks like the men over here have a body count they also aren't taking accountability for." Alright, that may be a shit joke, and it may be in poor taste, but it has all the elements of a joke. Women can't construct jokes like this, though. They don't laugh at darkness, they run from it. And if they're confronted with even the slightest change that goes against their fragile ego, they melt down.
My immigrant mother just called me on the phone, innocently asking me if she should start carrying her passport in case they start doing mass deportations to prove that she's a citizen. It's so sad.
That doesn't even make sense.
Why you pop the balloon on this Black King?
You came in slippers. You can't even match my swag, Stink. Damn, you got basketball shorts. There's no effort. Like, come on. You knew what you was walking into. You knew there was going to be some beautiful ladies in the room, and this is how you came to step. I don't respect it, but I love you.
What's in your account?
What's my account? Probably a little bit more than yours, but we're not going to discuss financials because you can't even pass the first stage.
What are you talking about? What you want to see?
You could have wore a Walmart fit. You could have wore a Walmart fit and still presented yourself better than what you came.
I'm comfortable, baby.
I mean, she's not wrong, but they aren't dressed for the occasion either. Anyway, when it comes to modern women in the West and East, shit gets disingenuous or too personal. The chick here, aside from talking in a way that is just a cringy affectation, I think she's working the room and being funny. And I think everyone noticed, nobody was laughing. And that's because it's just inauthentic. She's just making statements with a tone that she believes will help everything be classified as funny. Seriously, the funniest part of the clip was the little dog in the harness, and the little guy didn't even have any lines. Feminist activism isn't genuine, and it definitely isn't comedy. But Miss Wang here tries to make it so. Even if the jokes stay within the realm of the mundane, what matters is their appearance on mainstream platforms, said Xiaowen Liang, a feminist activist in New York who has participated in a popular Chinese-language feminist stand-up show there. Young women have already been talking about this a lot, she said of topics such as period shame. But to let your male partners, elders, bosses, those kinds of people understand your experience, that's extremely precious.
Irrelevant.
But if others resonate with you, then the message is sent, Professor Chen said, adding that stand-up, with its humor, allows women to deflect accusations of lecturing.
Apparently not.
Still, even the relatively cautious approach has not been enough to stave off controversy, as shown when Ms. Yang appeared in an ad for JD.com's online pharmacy services this month. Infuriated commenters called her an extreme feminist, citing her 2020 joke about average-looking men. They promised to boycott the platform and filed customer service complaints claiming that the company didn't respect men.
You're focusing on the wrong thing.
Some pointed to JD.com's chief executive, a woman, as proof that toxic feminists had infiltrated the company. 4 days after posting the ad with Miss Yang, JD.com deleted it. Recently, the participation of some stand-up comics in JD's promotional events attracted online attention. If this has brought you a bad experience, we deeply apologize, it said in a statement. Going forward, we have no plans to collaborate with the relevant performers. All right, time to dissect this mixed bag here. Again, censorship on this level doesn't ever lead to anything good. It only inflates the issue and makes it fester. That's what makes this whole thing feel so damn ironic. Also, given the degree the country restricts expression, I can see how this might be a limited outlet. But again, the Times writer here is trying to conflate things in a way that doesn't make any sense. Wang, it's not that men can't take a joke, it's that this has never been a joke. Feminist stand-up is completely devoid of jokes. That's the real story here, or at least it should be. If you wanted to talk about the injustice in some regions of the world and censorship, that's fine. It's real. But don't go trying to flip it like men aren't capable of understanding jokes. We invented them. Moreover, you said it yourself, or the female faux comic did. The purpose of this medium you've created, which is completely separate from comedy, ain't comedy. In fact, most of us would probably agree that if this was actual comedy, it probably would be accepted en masse. But again, it isn't. And this same form of, quote, comedy has been tried in the United States and has lost the industry billions of dollars. Why? Because it's not the place for it. The lesson is humor is a masculine skill. It's why we won.
All those feminists are full of shit, because I'm going to tell you right now, someday there's going to be the first woman president. All right? Which means you don't even know what her fucking platform is, and you automatically cheer. It's got the same genitalia. Fucking, I'm telling you, they're not smart people. Feminists, they're not as smart as they're coming off. I'm telling you. Someday, there's gonna be. By the way, this is gonna be my last show ever. By the time this fucking thing comes out. Someday, there's going to be the first female president, which means there's going to be the first male first lady, right? And you wait, you fucking wait. The first time that dude opens his mouth about some political shit, you watch all these feminists. They're all going to be, you shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up. It is her time now. It is her time. She was elected, not you. Go pick out some plates, bitch. You are the first lady. He's gonna get treated like Tom Arnold when he was with Roseanne. Secret Service name will be like Appendix or Doesn't Matter. Not worthy of protecting. Just entered the Oval Office. Not worthy of protecting.
We lost a good one, boys. But still, you get my point. Comedy wasn't the real reason masculinity prevailed on the 5th, but it sure helped, because in the West, the US suffered the inverse of what China seems to be dealing with. Men were being canceled for making jokes. They'd lose their livelihood because they couldn't say words. That's a problem, one that has since been corrected. And if you made it to the end of this video, I want to wish you tremendous success, so don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment to have a chance to win, and hit that subscribe button for daily videos. And if you could take a quick sec to subscribe to the second channel, Man Guide Reacts, link is down below in the description, so we can be sure that our message will keep on reaching the new men out there. I appreciate all the support, guys.